A poor woodcutter spent his days chopping wood in the jungle, barely making enough to survive. Every day, a meditative monk sitting under a tree watched him. One day, the monk called out to him and said, "Brother, you work so hard, yet you barely make a living. Why don't you go a little further into the jungle? There, you'll find a forest of sandalwood trees. Just one trip could feed you for a whole week." The woodcutter didn't believe him at first. After all, who could know the jungle better than him? His family had been cutting firewood here for generations. What could a monk sitting under a tree possibly know? But after some thought, he figured there was no harm in trying. To his surprise, he found the sandalwood trees and his earnings increased significantly. He returned, fell at the monk's feet and said, "Forgive me. I doubted you. I thought I knew everything about this jungle, but I never imagined there was something beyond firewood. I regret wasting half my life in poverty." The monk smiled and said, "Don't worry. The moment you realize something, that's the right time. When you wake up, that's your morning. Now go and cut the sandalwood." The woodcutter's life changed. He no longer had to struggle daily. One trip provided for a whole week. After some time, as he was heading into the jungle, the monk stopped him again and asked, "You've been cutting sandalwood for so long. Have you ever wondered if there's something beyond it?" The woodcutter was confused. "I never thought about it," he admitted. The monk then said, "Go a little further. You'll find silver mines." By now, the woodcutter had started trusting the monk. Without hesitation, he went deeper into the jungle and found the silver mines. Overjoyed, he no longer needed to work as often. Every few months, he would take some silver, sell it, and live comfortably. Years passed, and one day, the monk stopped him again. "Still collecting silver?" the monk asked. "Go further, and you'll find gold mines." Sure enough, the woodcutter found gold and became even wealthier. He no longer needed to work frequently. Just one trip lasted a whole year. After years of luxury, the woodcutter met the monk again. The monk asked, "So have you finally realized that there might be more ahead?" The woodcutter was startled. "More? What could be greater than gold?" The monk smiled and said, "Go further and you'll find diamond mines." And just like before, the woodcutter followed the monk's words and found a treasure beyond his imagination: diamonds. Now, he needed just one trip to secure his wealth for years. He built a massive palace and lived in luxury. One day, when he was returning from the jungle with diamonds, he saw the monk still sitting under the same tree. The monk asked, "So have you finally reached the end? Or will I have to wake you up again?" The woodcutter, now proud of his riches, said, "What could possibly be greater than diamonds?" The monk replied, "Think about it. If I knew about the diamond mines, why am I still sitting under this tree instead of collecting diamonds? Maybe I have found something even greater." The woodcutter suddenly felt small. He fell at the monk's feet and said, "You're right. I never even thought about it. If you've abandoned all these riches, then you must have found something even more valuable. What is it?" The monk smiled and said, "That's what I've been trying to tell you. The greatest treasure is meditation. You've collected so much external wealth, now turn inward and discover what's inside you." The woodcutter replied, "But I don't know how to meditate." The monk explained, "Meditation is simple. You've spent your whole life chasing wealth. Now, just sit still, watch your thoughts and let them pass. Don't hold on to any experience, not even God. Keep observing until all thoughts and experiences disappear. When nothing remains, you'll enter deep meditation, and in that emptiness, the light of wisdom will shine. The woodcutter finally understood. He had chased riches all his life, but the true treasure was within. Our journey in this video ends here. We hope you've learned something valuable from this story. But before you leave, we have a question for you. What part of this story impacted you the most? Please share your thoughts in the comments so we can all learn from each other's perspectives. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Inner Vibes, and follow us on Facebook. We will continue bringing such videos to you regularly. See you in the next video. Until then, stay happy and keep smiling.